Hello, and welcome back to episode number 451 of History Unveiled. In this podcast, we will be discussing history and its effects on human civilization and make connections back to popular literature pieces. My name is Jay, and today I'm here with two of my fellow hosts, Justin and Sebby. In today's episode, Burning Insights, the real world of 451, we will be discussing the effects of censorship on human and relations to other parts of history.
Today we'll be exploring those involved in Nazi Germany during World War II and go way back to the second president of our country when this country was first formed. Let's begin.
Hey Jay, have you ever heard of a man named Joseph Goebbels?
Yeah, I think I've heard of him. Isn't he that one dude that was spreading the propaganda and stuff in Nazi Germany?
Yeah, something like that. I was reading the newspaper.
You're reading newspapers?
Yeah, because reading isn't bad. And I came across a section about him. It basically said that he was a minister of enlightenment and propaganda. His role was to go through every form of media and remove anything that could potentially harm how the people saw the Nazi government.
Oh wait, isn't he that one guy that would control everything that soldiers could write home during the war?
Exactly. According to an article that I read, his mission was to censor all opposition to Hitler and present the Chancellery and the Nazi Party in the most positive light while stirring up hatred for the Jewish people.
Why would someone do such a thing? I mean, really, that's awful. Anyways, why would a government even want to censor different forms of media?
They did this because they wanted to suppress intellectual thought, which could possibly lead to a revolution. Plus, he didn't want people to realize what life was like outside Nazi Germany.
Wait a minute, let me get this story straight. There's a society in which books and writing were banned and burned. There was a large amount of propaganda and lies being spread, and suppression of intellectual spike in curiosity.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's pretty much the main theme of Fahrenheit 451.
How so?
Well, in the novel by Ray Bradbury, the government burns a lot of books. This is because the government is controlling their thoughts and restricting their knowledge to make it easier to control them. By controlling books, the government controls what pieces of information the citizens are able to access.
You know what, Sebby? I never really thought of it that way.
Well, in addition to that, in the novel, Bradbury writes, "If you don't want a house built, hide the nails in wood. If you don't want a man unhappy politically, don't give him two sides to a question to worry him. Give him one. Better yet, give him none." Do you know what this quote is trying to say?
Nah, not really. What?
Well, so basically, it's saying that by stripping people of choices to make, their life would be worry-free. This could be interpreted as saying, by limiting people's options and simplifying many of the complexities that come with reading books and, like, individuality, you can manipulate people's opinions and actions.
I've never really thought of it like that.
In the novel, when Montag starts to question the ban on books, Mildred is more interested in the entertainment provided by large screens on the parlor walls and the constant distraction of her seashells radio. She constantly avoids talking about books, as she prefers to remain within the confines that the government set. Mildred has become so accustomed to the life of constant censorship that she doesn't even dare to imagine a life without it if it didn't exist. This represents the effects and permanence of censorship in a dystopian government.
Ah, cool. Well, I guess that's the end.
Hang on. You remember that one thing Mr. Arpo was talking about on aliens or something?
I don't remember. I was probably sleeping.
Oh yeah, wait, the Alien Sedition Acts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Alien Sedition Acts were enacted by former President John Adams when he wanted to suppress critical speech about the government. Therefore, he banned all literature that he didn't like. Unlike Fahrenheit, however, the people did not like this and were able to get the act rescinded.
So he not only banned writing, but he also made it more difficult for people to become part of society.
Why do you keep repeating everything we say? But yes, and once more, this connects back to Fahrenheit 451 with themes of government control, censorship, and dissident voices.
Where's your proof?
Well, for starters, the government in Fahrenheit orders firefighters to burn all books and writing.
So that's true. Another example from the text is, colored people don't like Little Black Sambo, burn it. White people don't feel good about Uncle Tom's Cabin, burn it. Someone's written a book on tobacco cancer of the lungs. The cigarette people are weeping, burn the book. The quote brings light to the idea that if a person or a group of people don't like a particular piece of literature, then why would they even allow it to begin with?
Oh, alright, I see. So the Alien Sedition Act, because one group of politicians didn't like it, what was being said, they decided to ban all literature completely. Similarly to the Society in Fahrenheit, about when the society was disapproving of the literature, they simply banned it.
And that's the end of our podcast. I hope you enjoyed our short session, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.